Today we're going to be making my super quick and easy seafood laksa. First we're going to start with the laksa paste. Let's put the pan on to a medium to high heat and we're going to add some oil to that, a good glug, maybe about 2 tablespoons. Let's add that into the pan. And then we're going to chop an onion and add that to the pan as well. So everything is going to get blended at the end with this paste. So you can cut things fairly roughly. This actually isn't the way I was taught to chop an onion, but I just can't help but go back to this way. One of these days I will chop a finger off and then I'll be sorry. So let's just chop that into some nice chunks. Whole onion for this, it adds quite a lot of flavour to the paste. Try and keep those fingers out of the way at the same time, so I'm not going to look at the camera because I will definitely chop my fingers off if I do. Okay, so that's the onion chopped. Let's add that into the pan. And we're going to leave those to cook down for about 3 to 4 minutes, just until they soften slightly. Let's get rid of this rubbish. So we'll grab a spoon and give it a little bit of a stir. Turn down that heat a little bit. We don't want the onions to burn. We just want them to soften. We don't want them to go too brown. So whilst those onions are cooking, I'm going to chop the rest of the ingredients for the laksa paste. So first off, we're going to go with some red chilies. I'm using 4 red chilies. I think these are Fresno chilies. You can use whatever chilies you like. I do recommend red chilies though, because that's what gives the nice red colour for the laksa paste. You can use the seeds if you want to. You can take the seeds out if you prefer. I'm keeping them in because I like it nice and hot and spicy. If you wanted to replace with Thai red chilies, that works great as well, but obviously it will be hotter. So altogether we are using 4 chilies for the paste. We'll also use about half a chilli in the garnish as well, so just beware, it is quite a spicy one, this one. Take those ones. So if you wanted to remove the seeds, the way I normally do it is I just tend to kind of cut the cheeks of the chilli off. So you're kind of left with the stalk in the middle at the end, and then you can just get rid of most of the seeds that way, and that is where most of the heat lies. Give that a chop. So let's give those onions a little stir just to make sure that they're not burning, so they're cooking nicely. Okay, 1 more chilli to go. So it's a combination of the red chilies and also the turmeric and the paprika in the laksa, which gives it that lovely kind of golden red colour. Okay, I think that will do. So I'm going to add these onions in. The good thing about this meal is it's kind of all goes in the pan, just an ingredient at a time. You just kind of keep adding it in. So we're not using lots of pans. There we go. Next in is ginger. So I'm using fresh ginger for this. About 2 centimetre piece of ginger should do it. So we just take the outside skin off, just roughly cut that off. You can use a vegetable peeler if you prefer, but I just find it a little bit quicker. Less washing up, of course, as well, just to use the knife that you're already using. You can replace this with ginger paste if you prefer, so about a teaspoon of ginger paste should do it. And don't worry about the lumps being a little bit chunky, because everything is going to get blended up anyway. Okay, almost done. I love the smell of this ginger. I could just pop a piece in my mouth right now, but I think it might burn. Okay, so that's the ginger going in. Again, we'll give it another stir. And those onions are just starting to soften nicely now. Next in is a piece of lemongrass, so it's a lemongrass stalk. I'm just going to chop the end off here. And then what you can do is, if the outside leaves feel a little bit woody, you can just peel the outside leaf off They are a little bit kind of crispy, they're a little bit fibrous, so I would go with the inside part of it. And again, we'll just chop the lemongrass into small pieces. As with the ginger, you know, you can replace the lemongrass with lemongrass paste. So 1 stalk, you can replace that with about a teaspoon of lemongrass paste. So add that into the paste pan as well. Another stir again. Next, we're going to add in some coriander stalks. So we'll save the leaves because that's going to be for the garnish later. But most people just kind of throw these stalks away, which is a waste because they're absolutely full of flavour. So these go into my paste, and the good thing about them as well is compared to the leaves, they're quite light green, so they won't turn the Laksa paste brownie coloured mixed with the red ingredients. They'll just keep everything a nice bright red colour there. Give that a stir. Next goes the garlic. Let's find my garlic press. Just going to clear down this mess first. There we go. So get my garlic press. Again, you can replace with garlic paste if you prefer. I quite like this garlic press, bought it quite recently, and you don't need to peel the garlic before you put it in there, which is a job I absolutely hate doing. It does mean though that you've got to empty it out each time. There we go, but it just come out quite easily. So, second garlic clove goes in. Let's go and put that over there. Give it a stir. And now we're going to start adding spices into the paste. So first we're going to go with about 1.5 teaspoons of turmeric. Thought that spoon wasn't going to fit then. There we go. And then next we're going to go with some tamarind paste. So you can just buy this at bigger supermarkets. It's got a lovely smell to it, a lovely kind of earthy smell to it. So this is about 1 teaspoon. This is a really small spoon, so it looks like it's heaped, but about 1 teaspoon in there. Really dark colour to that. And then we'll go with 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. And finally, we're going to go with 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Let's go in that. And this just adds to that lovely red, rich colour. You can add a little bit more if you want to, make it extra red and vibrant. So give that a stir. And we're going to let that cook down for about 4 or 5 minutes, just until it releases all of those flavours. I prefer to cook it all in the pan first and then to blend it into a paste. I know a lot of people do like to get the raw ingredients and then do the blending, but I just find it has a much deeper flavour if you can cook the onions down first rather than mince those onions first. So that shouldn't take long at all. Let's leave that to cook for a few more minutes. Whilst that's cooking, we're going to make the Laksa paste. So take about 1/4 of a red onion, peel it and then dice it really finely. Place that in your bowl. Then we'll use about 1/2 of a red chilli. You can use a full red chilli if you want to, it just depends on the level of heat you like in there. So I'm using about 1/2 a red chilli and removing the seeds. Slice that into thin strips and then cut it into small cubes. And place that in your bowl as well. Next we'll add about a finger-sized piece of cucumber. So remove the core and then cut the remaining cucumber into strips. And then cut that further into small cubes again and add that into your bowl. Then we'll add a small handful of coriander, just roughly chop this and add it into your bowl. We're going to finish off with 1 teaspoon of caster sugar, sprinkle that over the top. And finally, 1 teaspoon of rice wine vinegar. And give it a stir. That's the garnish made. Now we're going to move back to the Laksa paste. So this has been cooking for about 5 minutes now. It smells absolutely amazing. You can really smell all those spices coming off it. And the onions and the chilies have softened down really nicely. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to blend this into a paste. So I'm going to turn off the heat for a minute. Just take it over to a cooler side. But you really want to be careful when you're doing this because you don't want to get splashed. You can move it to like a mini food processor if you prefer and just scrape everything in there and blend it all up. Doesn't need to be too smooth. I just, again, like a little bit less washing up. If you find it's too dry, add in a little splash of water as well. So let's give that a blend. I think that'll do it. So let's just give that a little shake. Make sure we've got everything out of there. So I'll use my wooden spoon for that. We don't want to waste any of that flavour. Okay. So I'm going to take that back over to the heat again now. Give myself a little check down for bits of paste that have gone all over me. I'm going to turn the heat back on again. So back to about a medium heat. And we're going to add in 200 ml of coconut milk. So that's that. I've also got 200 ml of chicken stock as well. Let's add that in. Turn up the heat a little bit. We're just going to bring this up to a simmer. I'm going to add in some fish sauce as well. So let's give that a stir. And then add in about a teaspoon of fish sauce. Just to add that extra zing of flavour. There we go. So whilst that is coming up to the simmer, we don't want it to boil because you don't want the coconut milk to split, so just keep an eye on it. And then you can chop up your fish. So I've got 2 fillets of fish here. I'm using haddock. You can use cod, any white fish really will do the job, just so long as it's skinless, boneless fish. So I've got a couple of fillets here. I'm just going to chop them into bite-sized pieces so they cook nice and quickly. Big bite-sized pieces in my family. And these should cook really quickly in the laksa sauce. So there we go. And this should cook within about 2 to 4 minutes really in the laksa sauce. Doesn't take long at all, just until you can see that the fish is starting to flake. Let's do, oh, missed one there. Just give this a little stir, make sure it's not boiling. And that paste really thickens up the sauce for the laksa as well. And I love just the little red chunks in there from the chilli, and you can just see some little speckles of green from the coriander stalks as well. Gorgeous. Right, let's chop up the rest of this fish. So like I said, this is about 2 fillets of fish. We're also going to add in some king prawns, and that's what we're using today, but you know, you can use whatever you fancy really. If you wanted to use salmon instead of white fish, you could do. You could even use chicken if you prefer. I'm sticking with the fish theme today. Okay, so that's chopped up. This is, the laksa paste is just starting to come, laksa sauce, sorry, is just starting to come to a simmer. And so I'm going to add in my fish. Just let it poach gently in that sauce. Give the hands a little wash. And then we're going to give everything a little stir, just to make sure all the fish is covered in the sauce, and that can cook the fish. Okay, so let's get rid of these. So next to go in are some king prawns. So I've got some raw king prawns here, about 16 raw king prawns. They're just going to go in for about a minute. You can use cooked prawns as well if you prefer. I like these ones, and I also like the fact that you can tell when they're heated through and when they're cooked, because they turn pink when they're cooked. We've also got about 150 grams of bean sprouts as well that we're going to add in. So let's just have a quick look at the fish, see how that's getting on. So it's just starting to turn kind of darker white around the edges there, so we know that's starting to cook through. Let's give it a little stir. Okay. And then we're going to add the prawns in. So let's add those in. Like I say, that should only take about a minute for those prawns to be mostly cooked through. And then we'll add the bean sprouts for the final part of the cooking process. That is bubbling away nicely. Let's just put the bean sprouts to one side for a minute and get our bowls. So we're going to use some rice noodles as part of the laksa as well. Give that a little stir again. Those prawns are already starting to turn pink. Perfect. So for the rice noodles, you can buy ready cooked rice noodles from the supermarket, or you can soak some dried noodles yourself. They take about 5 or 6 minutes to soak in boiling water. If you buy the ready cooked rice noodles, you can either just put them straight in the bowl as they are, because the soup will heat them through, or you can run them under some boiling water if you want to as well. But I'm just going for them like this, so I'm going to just add some to the base of the bowl. There we go. And now that laksa is bubbling away, I'm just going to add in those bean sprouts just for that last minute. So let's add them in there. And give it a stir through. There we go. So you really want the bean sprouts to retain their crunch. So it's just to heat them through for a minute, really. The prawns are looking pink. The haddock is pretty much cooked through, nice and tender. It's just starting to flake apart. With the bean sprouts, you can use fresh bean sprouts, or you can use tinned and drained bean sprouts. I find that bean sprouts tend to go off after a couple of days. They don't last very long. So having some tinned bean sprouts are a really good store cupboard staple. Okay, so we've got our rice noodles ready. We've also got our garnish ready for the end, and let's take a little bit of the coriander from the stalks that we chopped off earlier, and we'll sprinkle those on at the end as well. So I'm going to get a ladle. I might get my tongs as well, for just in case, and then we're going to start scooping into the bowl. So let's just give that one final stir. Everything is bubbling there. And I'm doing this for 2 people, but in reality, you could probably get 3 to 4 servings out of it. So let's turn off that heat. And then we're going to spoon on. Lovely orange colour here. Lots of bean sprouts. That fish is looking amazing. There we go. So scoop out your fish, scoop out your prawns, and then let's pour that sauce all over the top. So you really want to cover the noodles with the sauce and make sure those noodles are nice and warm. And it's a really delicious kind of slurpy dish. Make sure you're not wearing a white t-shirt while you're eating this, because it will end up spattered orange, just like my top was earlier when I was making the paste. Just spoon a bit more of that in. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit further on that. And there we go. So I'm going to finish it off with a little sprinkling of coriander. Just tear that up roughly. Sprinkle that over the top. Same again for this one. And then we will finish with a little bit of the garnish that we made earlier. So let's sprinkle that on at the end. And one for this one. So that's it, that's my seafood laksa. A really delicious meal for midweek or for the weekend. Absolutely packed with flavour, really spicy. Your taste buds are going to love it.